What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day out here in Florida. Sun's shining. I got my cup of tea here, and I wanted to talk to you guys for just a few minutes here on this unfolding Mike Vrabel situation. You guys have probably seen it. Mike Vrabel's been accused, I'm still going to use air quotes here, of cheating on his wife for, I think it's been 6-7 years. I think they've said this relationship with this reporter goes back, and I sat back because once this story broke, it immediately went viral because he just spent they were just talking about a day or two beforehand how he was leading team meetings on accountability or a team Bible study or something like that. And then a day or two later, this story broke on Mike Vrabel supposedly cheating on his wife, and he's the father of this lady's kid and all that. And I saw all these people jumping to conclusions, and some people saying, oh, this is disgusting, he should get fired. Other people going, oh, if I was the husband and my wife named our son after some other guy, I would kill him. All of the crazy things that you would expect in a situation like this. Pause for a tea break. Well, I've seen no one really attempt a nuanced, fair sort of idea and topic and discussion on this. So that's what I'm going to try and do here. So I think there is multiple conversations that need to be held here. Is job performance and things that affect your job versus things that consensual adults do. Now, is cheating on your wife wrong? Yes, because if you're not in an open relationship, if you're not in a situation saying, okay, you can sleep with other people, but just come home at the end of the night. Just make sure it's not an attraction, not like an emotional attraction thing. And if you're not one of those people, and you're going, okay, we're getting married, it's just you and me, and then you're cheating on your wife, that kind of doesn't make you a great person. I wouldn't say that makes you a terrible person, because I don't think one mistake, even a mistake like that, inherently makes you a terrible person. Now, there's the other side of that of, okay, does this thing affect his job performance? Does it create a workplace issue where a power imbalance of, he's the manager, she's the junior staff member, and people can get hurt because, they're sleeping together and all this other stuff. Which I don't see it there either, because they technically don't work for the same company. Yeah, she's a news reporter. She's an NFL reporter. She doesn't work for the NFL, to my knowledge. She doesn't work for the New England Patriots. So there's no workplace conflict of interest there of saying, okay, you guys can't be sleeping together because our job says two people in the same job can't sleep together. But the other thing that I've seen no one talk about here is the difference between being someone that other people might not like and still not really doing anything wrong here. I know some of you are already mad, but let me explain. There's a difference between not agreeing with when two people in this situation are sleeping together and saying they shouldn't be allowed to do it. Those are two different concepts. If you want to say that them sleeping together is wrong, if he made that commitment to his wife and they're not in some sort of open relationship type setting, I can totally agree with you that's wrong, because he broke that trust in his wife. He broke the promise that he said, okay, it's just me and you forever. I don't know if they have some sort of open relationship or not, so I can't say he made the wrong decision in that aspect, because I don't know the potential conversations between him and his wife. But I think beyond that, the bottom line here is they were two consenting adults. Even if he cheated on his wife, and that kind of makes him not a great person in that situation, if he did, they're two consenting adults. And I thought in 2026 we were all about adults and consent and making sure everyone's agreeing to what's going on here. And my next thought is, if these are two adults, this is their private life, who the hell cares? The NFL media, people making content, even me, you have no right to this guy's personal life. He opens up his professional life to you. He does all the media interviews he needs to do. He coaches on Sundays. He makes himself available like the NFL needs. You don't need to know his personal life. You don't need to know if he's cheating on his wife or he's in some sort of polycule or if he's a Mormon with 7 wives. You guys don't need to know any of that. Hell, I don't need to know any of that. I'm only talking about this because people have been going nuts about it. We can have a conversation on whether or not he should or shouldn't be doing this, but this all comes down to the media chasing down stories that they have no business chasing down. Focus on the football. Focus on the draft that just happened, or that's that happened. Focus on all that stuff, but you don't need to know about who the head coach of the New England Patriots is sleeping with. It's a ridiculous story in my opinion. But if you're gonna chase that down, and if you're not talking about it, in my opinion, in a certain way, that doesn't reflect worse on him for making choices that Bob and Joe might not agree with. That reflects worse on you for reflecting on stories and chasing down stories that you got no business chasing down. You know what I mean? So here's what I'm really getting at here. I don't care if he was cheating on his wife. That conversation is between him, his wife, and the NFL. Because sometimes when you do things, the NFL is all about protecting the shield. But I'm pretty sure the NFL already said they're not going to punish him. They're not going to do any of that. So really the only conversation that matters isn't anything the media is saying, isn't anything that any of these stupid sports reporters are saying. The only conversation that matters there is a conversation between him and his wife. If she sat down, she was okay with it, no one else should give a shit. That's just where I sit on this. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Am I out of bounds? Am I not? Am I just rambling here? And until next time, guys, have fun and stay safe.